Struggling with content ideas and trying to figure out what to post in your community? Well, in this video, I'm going to walk you through some ideas on what you can post so that you're not burnt out and you always have content that you can share with your community. Let's go ahead and dive right in. If you're ready to build your thriving community and you're trying to figure out what platform to use, I want you to check out one of my favorite platforms, which is Kajabi. You can build your community, host memberships, online courses, coaching programs, email marketing, your website, your funnels, and so much more. So if you are interested in checking it out, I have a 30-day trial where you can see if it's a good fit for you. And also you can get some exclusive bonuses that I have for you that will help making launching so much easier and faster. So you can check that out in the link below. Hey there, Brittany Darrington here, and welcome to the Template Society channel where we help coaches and creators to build an online business, saving time and saving their sanity by using templates. Now, before we dive into this video series, I definitely want you to hit that subscribe button so that you don't miss a thing and you can get notified of some of our upcoming videos. Also, if you enjoy this video, give it a thumbs up and let me know if you are looking to build a community below and what type of community you're looking to create. When you have a community, you really want to keep your audience active. You want them to be engaged. You want them to be excited about the content that you're putting out versus just posting and hoping that people actually interact with it. Our goal with a community is to provide value, to provide education, to welcome our audience, make them feel extremely welcome, to share about some promotions that we even have, and so much more. But our goal is not to just post content. Our goal is to be very strategic and specific with the type of content that we share. And over time, as you build your community, you're going to see the type of content that your audience really loves and engages with. And you might even notice some content that doesn't really resonate well with your audience so that you can do less of that. So let's go ahead and dive in with what type of content to actually post in your community so that you're not burnt out, but also keeping your audience active and full of value. Okay, so let's get started with the first types of posts that you can really share with your audience. It's engagement-driven content. We really want people to interact in your community and be communicative and connect with other individuals in the community and so much more. So one of the ways that you could do that is by having welcome posts. Really encourage your audience to introduce themselves when they first come into the community. We want them to feel like, hey, I know what to do, I know what to expect, and I know what to get and how to participate so I can get the most out of this community. And so you can start off by creating content that welcomes them into this community. It could be an image or a video that just gets them excited, gets them to introduce themselves and want to participate in what it is that you have to offer. We also want to have some things like discussion prompts, whether it's just text-based or you have some images to go along with it, or you even create a quick 1 to 5 minute video where you are just really provoking conversation in your audience. We want to encourage some discussion prompts so that people can start to interact. If we just say welcome and then post a whole bunch of random stuff and not say anything that really provokes them to want to provide discussion and interaction, well, it's going to be a really boring community. So I want you to think about discussion prompts that you can provide in your community that will allow people to say, you know what, let me type out my answer, let me share a video, let me share a response, because this is really exciting and I want to be a part of this conversation. Some other engagement content ideas consist of having polls and surveys. So polls and surveys are a really great way to get people who want to interact, but not necessarily want to type out everything. Maybe they're new, they're still shy to the community. And so I love to ask my audience, what are you looking to create next? Or how can I help you? Or where's an area of where you might be struggling? And give a poll where people have the opportunity to give their feedback without having to do too much work along the way. So I want you to think through what type of poll can you host in your community, or what type of survey can you have? And some other engagement driven content that you can use without having to overthink it is use some of the content that your audience is sharing within the community. You're going to find that if your audience is interactive in the community, that they might post questions or they might share some wisdom with other individuals that you feel like is something you should share with the whole audience as a whole. I just think through what can I share from my overall group and how can I help my community to be able to learn from that information that a user might have posted. Now let's talk about educational and value-driven posts. This is a really great way for your audience to help them to get the result that they joined this community for. They not only wanted to connect with other like-minded individuals, but they also wanted to be able to grow and be able to advance in the area that you focus on. So they're able to come in here, get transformation, and ultimately see results in what they're looking for. So what type of content falls into educational and value-based content? You can have things like tips and strategies on that particular topic. Maybe you create a video, or you just have text, or you provide an image and text, and you encourage people with tips and strategies on how to execute and so much more. Or you provide resources, maybe they're PDFs or video trainings or blog posts, podcast posts, things along those lines that you can share with your audience to help them to be able to get results and be able to see that transformation. You can also do things like mini tutorials. Mini tutorials are a great way for you to be able to interact with your customers, whether it is a tutorial that is a video tutorial or a quick video series. This is a great way for you to interact and let them be able to learn from you. It's not too long. Some more educational and value-added posts are being able to share your clients' success. So if you have clients who might be in your coaching program, your courses, your memberships, or even in your community, you can share all about that. If it is related to your community and it can help people to see that they can win too, I definitely encourage you to share some success stories. Share some case studies, help your audience to see how they can achieve this or how they can get inspired to take some of those strategies and apply them to their own lives. Now let's talk all about promotional content. A lot of people sometimes use their community as a way to interact with their audience, but they skip out on promotional content. I think having a community is a really great way for you to build trust, really connect with your audience, be able to share a ton of value, but it's also a way for you to introduce your audience to other resources that you may have within your business. So when it comes to promotional content, I don't like to overdo it with promotional content, but if I do have an upcoming webinar that I believe my community can benefit from, I would love to invite them to it. If I have a brand new course or a brand new digital product that again is going to be beneficial for my audience, not just something I created that I want to share. If I think my audience can truly benefit from it, I want to share this with them. So you might be asking yourself, okay, this is great, Brittany, but how do I create all of this content? Where do I create it? Well, you can create this content in a few different places. The first place you can create this is videos. So if you are looking to create tutorials and maybe you're looking to have a welcome video and you want to provide video types of material to post, then I want you to think about what platforms do you like to use for recording.
So if I'm going to host a video in Kajabi's community, what I would do is I would host it in the meetup section. So this is going to be great if I am looking to do a live meetup. So I am currently right now in the meetup section. I can create when I am going to have this live event, this live tutorial, or this live Q&A, whatever it may be. It just might even be a meetup. So this will allow me to invite my audience, send a invite, and also give them an opportunity to add it to their calendar. And I can put it in the feed section so they're able to kind of see what's taking place within the community. So this is one way that you can actually host your actual videos if you want to do it live and don't necessarily want to use some of the other platforms and want to keep everything in one place in Kajabi. Now, another platform that you can use is Descript. This is where you can make your videos, edit them all. This can be pre-recorded videos. You can also go live with Descript. However, sometimes it does not connect with the communities that you're looking to go live with. So it has its own live feature where you can provide a link if you want to go that route and do interviews or have Q&As or meetups or tutorials. You can do all of that there, or even just a video. But the really cool thing is there are a lot of editing features when it comes to Descript. Now, another platform that works really well is Loom. This is really great if you are doing tutorials and you want to do share screen and you want to be able to quickly be able to edit your videos all in one place as well. So Loom is kind of similar to Descript. Descript has more editing features and more opportunities in terms of recording. However, Loom is really great if you are looking to just go ahead and do a tutorial. It doesn't necessarily go live. However, it does allow you to embed your videos and so much more. So Loom is another great one. Now, the last platform I want to just mention is Zoom. Zoom is where you can go live. You can also record videos. You can share screen, all of that great stuff. Kajabi has mimicked the Zoom feature. So please note that if you are using Kajabi, you decide to use that platform for your community, then if you like Zoom, then you can use the Kajabi version where you can not have to worry about paying for another subscription. You can just use that. Or if you prefer Zoom, this is a platform that you can just use the link and plug it into your community and share it with your audience and have them join you on the actual Zoom platform.
You can also use graphics. So there are so many graphic platforms out there, but as you know, Canva is a really great one. It is user-friendly and allows you to create graphics that you can plug and play into your community. Now, you have seen some of the graphics that I have where if you are interested in them, you can learn more about it below, but ultimately it can help you to be able to create posts for your community with ease. All you have to do is update the image and the text and change the colors to your brand, and you are good to go. I know how overwhelming and challenging it can feel when it comes to being able to create your prompts. When you are creating prompt text for your audience, whether it's educational material or it's engagement material or promotional, I want you to think about what you want to say, how you want it to relate to your audience, and how can they connect, how can they interact, what's the question you can ask to really get them engaged. And then feel free to use different AI platforms that can help you to really tweak this or change things to format to where it really connects well with your audience. So there are several ways and several different types of posts that you can create, whether it's educational or engagement type of content, or if you are looking to create promotional content, there are ways for you to create posts that really work well with your audience and really connect. And then you can also share it in the forms of videos, polls and surveys, actual graphics and text, and be able to provide resources and so much more, which makes it easy for your audience to be able to consume different types of posts and ultimately get the most out of your community. If you're looking to build your community and you're not sure what platform to build this on, I highly recommend that you check out Kajabi. I have a 30-day trial for you that will allow you to jump on, see if this is a good platform, and see if it's a good fit. And also I have some exclusive bonuses that will help making launching so much faster. You can check that link out below. Okay, I will see you in the next video series where we're going to dive in deeper into how to build your online community.